What you just saw was a hypnic jerk.
Yeah, that feeling of falling when you're about to fall asleep is called a hypnic jerk.
And you've most likely experienced it. Hypnic jerks happen in the first stage of NREM sleep. When we sleep, we go through 4 different stages of sleep. NREM consists of the first 3 stages, and REM consists of the last stage of sleep. In NREM sleep, there are 3 sleep cycles as mentioned: N1, N2, and N3. After the last stage of sleep, aka REM sleep, we go back to the first stage in NREM sleep, then REM again, and then back to the NREM, and then so on until we wake up. The order of NREM sleep is essentially N1, N2, N3, back to N2, and then to REM sleep, and then back to N1, where the cycle starts over again. We wake up based on a lot of factors, such as our body clock, external factors such as alarms, and the transition of REM sleep to NREM, where waking up becomes easier from external stimuli. So what happens when we sleep? N1 is the very first stage, and it induces theta waves. Theta waves occur when we are about to fall asleep. N1 is also the stage when we undergo neurotransmitter changes in the brain. These neurotransmitter changes cause complex interactions, which is why we sometimes experience hypnic jerks, as mentioned. N2 is the second stage of NREM sleep, and it induces more theta waves. N2 also produces other types of waves which prevent arousal in specific parts of our brain, making waking up harder. N3 is the third and last stage of NREM sleep. This is when we are in deep sleep. N3 is the stage when we produce delta waves. These delta waves have a very small hertz of frequency, putting our brains into a state of deep sleep. After the NREM sleep stages in the order that we first talked about, we get put into REM sleep mode, assuming we don't get woken up. With logical thinking, you may think that REM sleep produces more delta waves or a different type of brainwave that has a lower frequency, but it's actually the opposite. In REM sleep, our brain is actually the most active in our sleep cycles. REM sleep is when we produce more vivid dreams, with parts of our brain such as the visual cortex being more active. In terms of brain waves, we produce the most gamma and theta waves. Gamma waves have an incredibly high frequency in hertz. This is when we experience a lot more sensory processing and memory consolidation compared to NREM sleep. Think of it like this. When we dream in REM sleep and someone puts an external stimuli such as a warm cup of water in your hand in real life, we may experience sensory processing and start dreaming of going to the bathroom. And since REM sleep also induces muscle atonia, where motor neurons don't generate action potentials, we end up having no control of our own body, which causes bedwetting. Note that the human body is a lot more complex. The scenario I just described could be a factor of many other factors. So note that REM sleep is just a possibility of a factor. So the next time you have a hypnic jerk or end up bedwetting, don't worry, it's nothing bad. You're just most likely in one of the stages of NREM or REM sleep mode.